أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. So last time we were doing practice on the Quran as per the families are concerned. So let's start today with the ayat number 2 of Surah Kahf. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says here أيمن لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه يبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا حسنا. So أيمن, what is this? Ism or fail? أيمن.
It is fail.
أيمن قيمن. This is fail. Others, is it ism or fail? It is ism. Qayman. You see, tanween. Right?
Tanveen, no, it is.
It's ism. Correct. So if it is ism, then we have to see whether it is masdar or ism fa'il or maf'ul, right? And then we have to see whether it is some file or masdar of family 2, family 3, family 4, or if it is file, then we have to see whether it is a file of ism file maf'ul, family 2, family 3, family 4. Likewise, if it is maf'ul, we have to see whether it belongs to family 2, 3, or 4. Correct? So what do you think? Is it masdar of any of the family? So what is the masdar of the family 2? Masdar. So family 2 is what? Can you tell me the first skill of the family 2? Anybody remembering that?
Allama yu'allimu ta'liman.
Allama yu'allimu ta'liman. Okay, so actually, those families you need to remember the Sarf Sagi, then only you'll be able to find out. So for the I think Saima ji has come today. She has joined after a long time. So for her, help, I will just revise some part of the this Sarf. So actually, what Sarf means? Sarf is basically it is basically to try to get the word, what the word is, and what is the root of that word. Correct? And from the root you get the meaning. That is Sarf. Okay, that's what the Sarf plays a role. We have Nahu and Sarf. So far we had studied Nahu. Before Sarf we had studied Nahu. So Nahu basically tells us how you should put the words in the sentence. So basically Nahu teaches us how to form a sentence. For example, if I say I am traveling, okay, and my I read my favorite book while my journey. Okay, so this is a sentence, right? Now Sarf tells us how to make the sentence. In a sense, like where you should use I, where you should use my, right? So for example, if I change this, if I say my am traveling and my read, and then I say I favorite book, does it make any sense? It does not make any sense. So Sarf is Nahu. So Nahu tells us where you should put the words. Okay, where you should put the appropriate word to make a proper sentence. That's called Nahu. That's why we have seen, where mudaf comes, where mudaf ilayh comes, right? Where mubtada comes, where khabar comes. Correct? So that was a part of a nahu. In the sarf, what sarf tells us, for example, traveling. So what is this word actually, traveling? Why traveling? Why not other word? Correct? So it tells us if this you have used the word in this sentence like traveling, read, favorite, book, journey. These are words. So it tells us what kind of appropriate word you should use in a sentence. Okay. And what is the meaning? What is the root of that word? What is the meaning? And how many words are associated with this word? How many other words are associated with this word? It is the job of the nahu. Sorry, sarf. Right? So what is the root of this word? What is the meaning of this word? Where it has come? What is its association with other words in a word ocean of words? Right? Why you choose this word only? Correct? So what kind of words you use, right? And Nahu tells us where you should place the words. So where I should place I, where I should place my, right? So basically Nahu tells us how to make a sentence. And Sarf tells us what kind of words you use. Correct? So going back this, for example, this word traveling. So if I want to know the meaning of the traveling, first of all, so I should know its root. And also I should know the words around it, so that I will come to know traveling is the best word in all those ocean of words to fit here. Okay, as we know in English also we have a word which has many multiple meanings, right? We have multiple words for one meaning, right? We have multiple words for one meaning. So, but you will not choose all the words, you will choose a particular word. And you will see also in English, you have a relationship of one word with other words. So Sarf tells us this thing. So it is kind of a very powerful machine where you give a one word input to the machine, it generates multiple output words. Means when you, after learning Sarf, when you are presented with some word, okay, and if you know it, if you know the Sarf out of it, I tell you what are the other words associated with it, you'll automatically come up with the multiple words. At least around, you can come up with around 100 words. Okay, if you know the Sarf. And to know the Sarf, basically you have to know the Sarf Sagir. So there are two things here, Sarf Sagir, Sarf Kabir. Sarf Sagir means, main thing is actually Sarf Sagir. So basically what we are studying, we were studying families. So there are multiple families, around 10 families, 1 to 10. Family 1 is a vast, actually, it's called small family. We have not covered it yet. We'll inshallah study it later on. From family 2 to family 10, we are going through, inshallah. So we are having around 10 families in Arabic. 10 families. It's called Bab also in Arabic. 10 families. Wazan also. So what does these families tell us? So for example, you have family 2. In the family 2, you just consider family as a bucket. In a family, we have a father, mother, children, grandfather, grandmother, right? Correct? And then the second relationship like uncle and whatever, if there's a big family. So in family, you will have that's called Sarf Sagir in this. So you'll have, for each family, you will have Fail Mazi, you will have Fail Muzari, you will have Masdar. Masdar is basically ism, derived from the ism, that fail, from the same root word. Then you have file, then you have those majhul mazi, majhul muzari, then you have maf'ul, then you have amr, and you have nahi, and you have zarf. Zarf is also kind of a word which tells us a place and time. Okay. So in a family nutshell, you will have present past tense, maf'ul mazi, present tense word. You will have masdar, the ism, which is derived from the same root. You have ism file, file. Then you have majhul mazi, majhul muzari. Then you have maf'ul. then you have Amr and Nahi, and then Zarf. These are the family members of each family. And these members of each family are unique to each family. For example, you take family 2. Let's take the family 2. What kind of members in the family 2 are? How they look like? How they look like? So I will say what is the Sarf Sagir of that family 2? And then Sarf Kabir, you'll make it. You will make other, Sarf, you expand that family in a Sarf Kabir that I will tell you. So for example, in the family 2, now why I'm not teaching you family 2, family 1, because it's kind of very complex. I don't want to start with complex. I'll start with easy, because family 2 onwards, the bigger families, they are very easy. So family 2, for example, let's take the root word. You can take any root word. I'm just taking for your convenience. You can take any root word, doesn't matter. For example, if you take a root word, ayn, lam, mim. Now, if you have this root word, ayn, lam, mim, you want to know what is the family 2. How are the members of the family 2 looking in this? So, as I mentioned, family 2 will have fail mazi, muzari, masdar, maf'il, then majhul out of it, then maf'ul, then amr and nahi, and then zarf. So, first will is fail mazi. So, if you have root word like ayn, lam, mim, the fail mazi will look like this. It will look like this. Allama. So there's a tajdeed, in the second. Allama. By the way, this is these 3 root letters are called fa kalima, ayn kalima, and lam kalima. Fa kalima is ayn, ayn kalima is lam here, mim kalima is lam kalima is mim here. So allama. Now, this is the fail mazi when I gave you ayn lam mim root word for the family 2. So one of the member of the family 2, fail mazi member of the family 2, if I give you the root word ayn lam mim, will be allama. So you have to memorize it. Allam. Now, Phaimaji, if you are able to talk, if I give you, for example, the root word like this now, ha, ba, ra. And I tell you, can you make the fail mazi of the family 2 from this khabara? Can you make?
So it is belonging to that kalma fa'ala.
Yes, same. No, I'm giving you. See, I gave earlier root word and lam mim. I told you in the family 2, the ayn lam mim fail mazi member will look like allama. Now, if I change the root word khabara, so how will fail mazi look like in this family 2 for this root word?
Khabar.
Khabbara, because there's a
Khabar.
tashdid in the
Yeah.
So if you say
Khabar.
khabara, because family that belongs to family 1,
Understood.
that will be family mat. Okay, that's why you have to that's why tajweed is very important. If you say this, if you use alama, this does not belong to family 2. And now what happens? Alama.
That kalma fa
Now,
fe ayn lam na.
yeah.
They are also
If you say fa and lam, general, so you have a fa'ala, fa'ala.
Okay, khabar. Okay.
So you see. So now, if you call it alama, for example, normal alama,
Correct.
alama is meaning is different, allama is different. That's why I'm telling. In each family, the meaning will change.
Understood.
Okay, that's
Yes.
why it's very, very important. So
Yeah,
if I simply give you family 1 alama from root word alama, alama means he knows. Allama means he taught. See, you see the difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so now coming back to the fail muzari.
Yu'allimu.
Hold on. Now, so fail muzari will look like yu'allimu.
Yeah, yu'allimu.
Okay, this is the thing which you have to memorize. So you have to memorize the Sarf Sagir. That's it. So you have to memorize for each family. You have to memorize fail mazi, fail muzari, masdar. File is very easy. You can derive it from here only. Then majhul also you can derive. Amr also you can derive. So you have to actually, for each family, you have to memorize these two. No, fail mazi and muzari. If you remember, then you can easily get it. Now, yu'allimu is the fail muzari of this family 2. So fail muzari family member of the family 2. If I give you root word lamim is yu'allimu. Now, if I give you ulta now, I give you, for example, a word like yu'allimu, for example. I tell you, can tell me the family of this root word. You will say it is belongs to family two. It looks like a yu'allimu, right? Now, from
Yes.
yu'allimu, I tell you, can you tell me the root word then?
From yu'allimu.
No,
Yu'allimu.
no, yu'allimu is the, no, see, yu'allimu is the fail muzari belongs to family two.
Correct.
Okay.
Ah.
Now, I tell you, ask you the next question now. Can you tell me the root word of this word then?
Okay. So, Ain Lam Mim.
Yes, and la mim. See, by
Ah.
looking at the word, you got what? Root word.
Yes.
Correct? So from
Yes.
the root word, you can get meaning. Now, second, I ask you a question like this. So you got its family, you got its root. If I tell you what will be its fail mazi, so what will be its fail mazi?
From the root word, we can create Allama.
Allama. See, so once you
Yeah.
got its family, you got its root word, you got its root word, you can get its other
Mm.
member also. Fail mazi.
Correct.
Iska break bhi milega aapko. So,
Yes.
if this is the power of the Sarf. I gave you one word, you can get it, you can got and you got two words. In fact, one more masdar when I say, no, let's go to the masdar, third member of this family. So the family, the masdar is, for this family, the masdar will look like this.
Tu'allimu.
No, ta'liman.
Ta'lim. Okay.
Talib. Masdar is ism. Masdar is ism. Always remember. So masdar is ism. So this is fail mazi. This is fail
Yeah.
mudari. This is a masdar. So why it's called a masdar? This, first of all, masdar is an ism. Okay? It's a timeless
Okay.
entity. You know that. Okay?
Yes.
Now, why it's called a masdar? It's called masdar because this ism is derived from the fail. This ism is derived from the fail. There are some isms, though they are less in number. There are the isms in the Arabic language which are not derived from any fail. They are not derived from any fail. Okay, so those are called jamid. We don't know. Those. That's why they cannot be called masdar. Okay, so there are some isms which cannot be derived from. If that means they are not part of any of the sarf. Simple. They are not part of any family. So there are isms which are not part of any family. Okay, they cannot be file of any family. They cannot.
There is any rule to create this masdar from the root word or
It is just remember.
Ta'liman.
You have to remember ta'liman. So you have to remember. So for example, ta'liman, you got now if I give you root word like khabara. Now I tell you what can be now what will be fail mazi member of family two for khabara.
That khabbar you told.
Khabara. Now what will be its
Khabbir.
okay, so what will be the answer?
That masdar. Okay. Takbira.
Takbiran. 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 Can be run or rain, doesn't matter. But generally, it comes as mother comes always like this as a mansub. Takbiran. Takbiran. So you change and fa kalima it was the kha. There ayn kalima is ba and lam kalima is mim.
Yes.
Sorry, ra here. So takbiran. Correct?
Yes.
Now, if you have some kind of some word which looks like ta'liman. Okay, like so if I give you taf'ilan, I give you a word like taf'ilan. For example, let me give you a word like this. Of course, somewhere I give you a word taf'ilan. Example, if I give you a word taf'ilan, now I tell you, can you tell me? Oh, this is an ism. That's why we were actually trying to find in the Quran. So what why actually what is the procedure? I'll tell you the algorithm. What is the algorithm here?
Yes.
You have a word taf'ilan, right? Now hold on. So how you find it? How you find its family? Let me actually complete it. Now you have word fa'ilan, right? The first question you should ask is whether it is ism or fail. Now, as it is ending with tanween, it is ism. Correct?
Okay.
Now, ism has types. Ism can be either a masdar, okay?
Yes.
Or ism can be a file, doer, right? Or ism can be maf'ul, upon the object, upon the action has been done.
Yes.
Or sometimes ism can be a zarf. Zarf means there is a word, ism word, which tells us about time and space, right? Where exactly that for example, maf'ulan is also zarf also. So, for example, the object upon which action has been performed, it will also tell us where it has performed and where it has which place it has been performed. But it is ism, correct? So that where the object has been created, we can say. So you have masdar, you have fa'il, you have maf'ul, you have masdar. Masdar and maf'ul looks like same, no problem. Now, first is whether it is a masdar. So now you have taf'ilan. What you will do is you will match one by one. You will start this word as an ism. You will try to match with the masdar of the family 2 first. Okay. And you check it whether it looks like, the family 2 masdar looks like ta'aliman, taf'ilan, or takbiran. You know this rhythm, but pattern, right? If it looks like that, suppose it looks like if it was taf'ilan and it looks like ta'aliman, you can immediately get it's a masdar and it is from family 2, right? Now, if it was a file, now if it was not, if it was not, then you can go to family 3, for example. Try to match it with family 3, masdar of the family 3. Then try to match with the family masdar of the family 4. If it is not matching with any of the masdar, for example, then you can go to second level, file. You will have file of each file, the pattern for each family. So then try to match with the file of family 2. Try to match with the file of family 3. Try to match with the family 4. If you could not get the same, then it is not file of any of the family. Then you can say, likewise, you can say maf'ul. So if it belongs to the ism of any of the ism of any family, you can get. Now here, taf'ilan, you could get that it is from family 2 and it's masdar. Now from taf'ilan, from masdar, now you got it as family. Can you get it as fail mazi now? Can you tell me the fail mazi? What will be its fail mazi in the family 2 now? From the masdar here.
Fa'ala.
So you got the root word fa'ala. So fa'ala. Even if I tell you, ask next question, what is the root word? You'll say fa'ala. So you got the fail mazi fa'ala. So what is the fail muzari?
Yuf'ala. Yuf'ala.
No. You see how it looks. It should look like this. Yu'allim.
You follow?
No, wrong.
You
It should be look, see, you just replace an kalima lam kalima mim kalima here with the fa kalima ain kalima lam kalima.
Correct. Fu'ila.
No. See, it should be like yu'allimu. It should look like yu'allimu. The only difference is here the root word is ain lam mim. There the difference is yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Ya will remain there because it's a fail muzari huwa version, right?
Correct.
you
No, yuf'alu only, no?
Kaise? Yu'allimu. It's yu'allimu.
Acha, you all. Oh, correct. No, you all demo.
Just do one thing. You replace an kalima with the fa kalima, lam kalima with the ain kalima, mim kalima with the mim kalima with lam kalima. So try. See, you remain same.
You remain same, then
Because it's a huwa version fail muzari. Okay.
Correct.
Now
Then
we'll replace an with fa.
Yeah, fa.
Fa. Right? Then we replace lam kalima with here what? An of this, right? So
yes.
But what will be it will be shadda and
kasra. Yeah.
Correct? Like this. Like shadda and kasra. So then we'll replace mim with lam. The harakat will remain same. So yufa'ilu.
Oh, yufa'ilu. Okay.
Yusuf bhai, अच्छा हुआ कि मैंने revise किया. You are going here and there.
That's it. Yufa'ilu.
See, so from this taf'ilan, you got its family 2. You got its root word fa'il lam. You can get it as fail muzari. You can get it as fail mazi. So I gave you one word input. You generated so far 2 words. You generated as fail mazi. You generated as fail muzari. See, now if we go for file, inshallah, you will come to know that. Now, what will be ism file? File means the doer, and ism file will be always starting with meme. Okay, it's an ism file. So it will be it will be like yu'allimu. The difference only is here meme, ya will be replaced with meme, and this will be having tanween at the end. It will be mu'allimun. Mu'alli, mu'allimun. So what is the difference here? You have ya here, you have meme here. You have and same lam, meme dhamma will be meme, tanween, right? So if you remember only fail mazi and muzari, file you don't need to remember. You can derive a file from this. Only difference you have to make it, you have to replace ya with meme and tanween at the end. That's it. Muallimun. Because these families, family 2 to family 10, they have fixed masdar, they have fixed ism file and ism maf'ul, while in the family 1 it's not fixed, it changed. That's why here it is very easy to remember. Once you remembered file, masdar and maf'ul of this family, it's fixed, it cannot change. Now going back to this word taf'ilan, now you understood it's a family 2 masdar, right? It does not look like muallimun. So so when I gave you this word, you understood it's an ism. Then the next thing is you will try to match it with isms of these families. First ism is a masdar, so you will try to match it with a masdar. Now it got matched with a masdar, definitely. Now if it would not have got matched with a masdar, the next is you should have matched it with the file muallimun. Now, see, does it match with muallimun? Fahima-ji? Does it match the muallimun? No.
No.
So that means it's not a file of this family 2, right? It matches with the masdar. So it's a masdar of the family 2. Now, from the family, you got root word, fa and lam. You know, your ta'liman was the masdar, so and lam was the distance there. You have fa and lam. Now, can you tell me here, what will be the file of this family now? Yeah, sorry, it's from the word, from this word, you got family 2. Can you get the file, some file of this now?
Muf'ilun.
No.
Muf'ilan. Mufa'ilun.
See, this is the word. Replace and lam mean, that's it. Harkat ko aapko kuch nahi karna hai. It is fixed. You just replace only the root word. See, extra word meme will remain there. Okay,
Yeah, meme will be there. Then, remaining thing will be same.
Yeah, only you replace with the replace root words. Here it is and lam meme. Here it is fa and lam. So replace fa kalima, then ayn kalima, then lam kalima. Yes. Nahi. So you will have mu. It will remain same. Replace and with what?
Fa kalima.
So mufa, right? Harkat will remain same. Ayn will lam will replace with ayn. So mufa i. This is a also mufa i. Then lam mufa'ilun. Mufa'ilun. No, muallimun mufa'ilun. So you replaced an with fa and with and same here lam with meme with lam, right?
Okay.
Any confusion here? Just you replace the roots letters. Nothing you did. Now, if I give you a root word like khabara, for example, can you make the file of the family 2 for this khabara? Mukhabbirun. That's it. You replace it. You mukhabbirun.
Okay.
Run. So first is marfu, right? So mukhabbirun. Now, if you got, for example, you got a word like mukhabbiran, okay, or mukhabbirin, whatever. So, for example, if you got a word like mukhabbiran, how will you say it's family? The difference is, so what you do is, if you by default, word is marfu. By default, word is marfu. So what we do is, you will make it marfu. First, you will make it marfu. So what is the marfu version of this?
Mukhabbirun.
Khadam. So you got mukhabbirun, then try to match it. Simple. Okay. Now, if it was not like, see, it is starting with meme. That's why I told you. If it was starting with like this, ta'liman, takbiran, taf'ilan, then you cannot, well, you should not make it marfu, because masdar of the families, sometimes look like this. So generally, when the word is with meme, or even if you have word like ta'liman, you have ta'limun, for example. So you make it mansub, or even so. What ta'liman you got? It also means ta'limun is also masdar. It also means ta'limin is masdar. So only harka does not matter. Okay, but if you really want to match it with the same pattern, then make it same. So ism file of the family two looks like mukbiru, muallimun. So let me make it first marfu, then try to match. Okay. So first thing is so you have word like mukhabbiran, for example. Mukhabbiran. What you do is you try to match it with first masdar of the family two. Now, it is mukhabbiran, this is ta'liman. Does it match?
No.
No. Now,
No.
second, you will try to match